my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Cameron, and I'm going to be a junior in college this upcoming fall 2021 semester, and I thought it would be very fitting to do a college advice 2021 video for incoming freshmen. I know there's a lot of my subscribers that will be going into college for the first time this upcoming fall, and I just want to bless you guys with all of the tips that have personally helped me over the years, especially my freshman year of college, and that most of these tips I swear by and absolutely just love the knowledge of knowing this type of stuff, just so it keeps me organized and it just makes me have a better outlook on life in college and just has a better experience for me. So I'm going to be giving you guys all of my tips. I have done college advice videos in the past, so if you want to watch those, I did one last year and I believe the year before and the year before that. Feel free to watch all of my past college content. I have a college playlist full of all my videos that are around college, around the topic of college. Will be linked either on the screen or in the description, so definitely go check that out. Also, I'm very excited to say I currently do have a back to school giveaway going on as we speak right now on my channel, so definitely go watch my back to school giveaway video that I uploaded last week to find out how you can enter to win some amazing prizes. The giveaway is going on right now until August 13th, so you guys have some time to still enter if you want to win a backpack full of back to school supplies. And yeah, I'm going to stop rambling and we are going to hop right into the tips. So first and foremost, to all my incoming freshmen, go to all your orientations. Now, I know what you're thinking, Cameron, orientations are not mandatory. They are if you want to go, and you don't even have to go to the full length of your orientation, but I'm telling you guys, go to all your orientations. You'll definitely get a lot of use out of it. For me, orientations is where I met my first few friends on campus, and because of the friends that I met during my orientations, my first couple of weeks on campus, I actually had friends to go eat lunch with in the dining hall, to walk to class with, to even hang out on the weekends with when I wasn't even doing school / college related stuff. And then just in general, not just with making friends, it gets you familiar with the campus, familiar with the space. This is a new time for everyone, especially freshmen in college, to really explore their new environment, get used to it, because upperclassmen, they are friendly in a sense. Well, they will show you where to go, but for the most part, a lot of other people are focused on themselves as well and need to take care of their own stuff. So definitely use orientations as a time to make friends and to just get familiar with your environment. What I did a week before my classes start is I walked my schedule, so I would figure out which hallway, which door my classes were, so that I wasn't scrambling 30 minutes before class trying to find what building to go to. And it makes life easier, makes your life less stressful, and you'll just be more confident going into your first day of classes. Number 2, get to know your roommate and others in your residence hall. Again, being in college as a freshman, for the most part, I think it is mandatory for all freshmen to be living in a dorm their freshman year with another freshman as a roommate. So just have that expectation going in that you will probably have to live in a dorm with another person, and just get to know them, try to create a friendship. Especially anyone that lives in your hall, those are your immediate contact to go to for anything. If you need anything, get to know your RA. Your RA will be your best friend if you ever have roommate issues, if you ever have questions about college in general, if you just need help navigating this new time. They are definitely going to be an aid to you, so definitely use them as a resource. Number 3, get organized. College is not the time to not be organized, you guys. College is literally what you make it, and if you're not organized, I can tell you for a fact that you are not going to make it that far. You have to be organized. You have to keep up with your classes. This is not high school where your parents can remind you to turn in an assignment or remind you to get something signed. Everything is literally on you if you complete something or not. This is your first independent time of your life to really focus on your own schooling. So definitely get organized, get a planner, get an agenda. I literally put my entire life in planners and agendas, and I use them literally every single day. So definitely whatever you need to do to get yourself organized and get yourself just kind of in the school mode, get organized and just keep all of your school and outside of school stuff separate. Number 4, find an ideal place to study. So this can be a library on campus, this can be a coffee shop off campus, this can be a roommate's room, this can be a living room, this can be your kitchen, literally any quiet place to do work. I even sometimes, me and my roommates last year would go to an outdoor patio area outside of one of our buildings to just do homework, eat lunch, get fresh air. Literally anywhere that's quiet, serene, that you can focus, study, get your work done. And it doesn't have to be an independent venture. You can always invite your roommates or your friends to join you so you're not lonely, but definitely have a good place that you can always have to go to study and to be focused and do your work. Number 5 is go to class. And I know this is very obvious, but believe it or not, some professors may not say this the first weeks of school, but attendance sometimes is for a grade. And I know that sounds really ridiculous, but participation, the last time I checked, for a lot of my classes was like 30 or 40% of our final grade. And you never know when a professor notices that you're not sitting in your seat or you're not on a Zoom call. So definitely, whatever you do, try to go to class. If it's an absolute emergency and you can't, you're sick, you're about to literally not be able to function, obviously take a sick day. But if you are well and you're good to go to class. That's why you're in college. And you won't miss anything too. If there's an assignment being assigned, if there's an exam being given out, if there's a test coming up, if there's a group project that you need to get group members to do the group project with and you're not there, that could be an issue. So definitely go to class. I know it can be hard, especially if there's any freshmen that have 8 a.m.s. Those can be a really struggle to get out of bed and go to 8 a.m. class. But definitely go to class. That's why you're in college, and I promise you guys it'll be worth it. Number 6, become an expert on course requirements and due dates. So really all this entails is just when you get your syllabus during syllabus week from all your professors, immediately write down the due dates, the exam dates, the test dates, when projects are due, because it will save you just throughout the semester. I always did this at the beginning of the year, just so like each week when I would plan out each day when I wanted to get something done, I would know, oh, I have a project that's due on Friday, I better work on it on Monday. Or if it needed more time and attention and love, and I knew something was due next Friday, then I would spend Monday through Friday of the week before to do it, to have the next week to kind of finalize everything and get it checked. So definitely have whatever you need to do in the course in the back of your head. Have all of your due dates in the back of your head, or just written down somewhere throughout the week so you can see it and know it and just be ready to go when something is ready to be due. Next, we have meet with your professors. I know this can be very intimidating just because professors may seem like closed off and really just there to give you an education, but professors are honestly the biggest resource on campus besides your friends or your roommates or even your RA. I personally have really enjoyed all my professors the past couple of years being in school. They really have been the biggest mentor and resource for me, especially my academic advisors. Literally, those are your people to go to for letters of recommendation, any advice, not just on college, but life. And then just in general, just someone to talk to. Professors are there to help you. Not just with your classes, but for your college experience. So definitely use them as a resource and take advantage of the time that you have with them. Next I have is get to know your academic advisor, and this kind of goes with my last tip. Again, academic advisors are a big resource. They help you with forming your degree plan for whatever your field of study is. They help you on just advice in general, how to navigate college in this new time. And even if you have academic advisors that have been at your college campus for 10 plus years, they are a big resource, and they know how the school works. They know what the campus culture is like. They are the experts on campus for you to go to. So definitely use them to your advantage and definitely get to know them. Next I have is seek a balance. So if you're a student athlete, if you are planning to be a president of a club or an organization, if you are doing a lot of internships, if you are even someone like me that is a content creator that does YouTube or something like that, or you're an entrepreneur and you're going into college, I really recommend that you find a balance really quick, because obviously school comes first. For me, I have found the perfect balance between my social life and my college life, and it did take me a while, especially going into my freshman year, to find a good balance of when I can do certain things. But at the end of the day, school always comes first for me. YouTube will never be first, just because I value my education. But just whatever you're working on, whatever is your side hustle, your side hobby, something that you enjoy doing, always put school first and just find time for both, but always prioritize school, because at the end of the day, you're at college to go to school. Number 10 is get involved on campus. And this can be super easy, you guys. This can be joining a club. This can be volunteering at an event. This literally can be anything. Getting involved on campus not only will help your resume, but this will also let you meet people, meet new friends, get associated with the campus, the college, and just overall, it'll make you more well-rounded, and it will give you leadership skills, and it will just develop you into a better human being. So definitely find whatever you're passionate about. If there's a club for it, join it. If there's an organization for it, join it. Put your email down at organization fairs just to get your foot in the door, just to, see what you can do that's not outside of your courses, and also to have fun, because while you are at school to go to school, college is an experience, and you definitely want to have just like something to look forward to have a fun experience outside of your classes. Next I have is strive for good grades. And I know everyone says that grades are not everything in college, but they kind of are in a sense, depending on what you want to do. So if you plan to go to grad school, if you plan to go to medical school, if you plan to go to law school, any type of school outside of your undergrad years, you do need a high GPA to do that, because that is a main part of your application. If you don't plan to continue schooling after your undergrad years, I would say it really doesn't matter what your GPA is, but I would just say, just to be safe, keep your GPA high. I recommend that everyone stay above a 3.0, because that's a solid mark to kind of just like, have it level, and just a good way to start off everything. Anything lower than that is a bit, I want to say, not so good, especially if you're looking into grad school. But definitely strive for good grades. Always work hard. It may feel like it doesn't matter, but definitely whatever you do, have your grades high, because that's what people that are recruiting for internships look at. That's what jobs will look at. That's what any type of competitive program will look at. So definitely keep your grades high, so that you still have some sort of advantage going into a very competitive cycle for something like that. Next I have is take advantage of study resources on campus. So if your college offers tutors, SI leaders, study groups, and then like if you're even in class and you may find a good friend in your class, definitely find a study buddy, because it's always nice, especially when you're in a class that may be confusing or someone that you don't really understand that is your professor in class. You always want to have someone to just ask that's not your professor a question about the class, because I think it's less intimidating, you're more comfortable, and you can relate obviously to another college student rather than a professor. Study buddies really did save my life my freshman year. I immediately, in my first few weeks of class, made friends in my class, and just immediately made study groups and study buddies, because that's who I asked questions for. How to study for certain things, how to complete certain assignments. So definitely take advantage of study resources and make study groups and study partners. Next I have is make time for you. College is a very busy time, and I know it can be overwhelming at times, especially when you have to balance your classes, your social life, meeting new people, making friends, building a resume, getting internships. Like, all of that can be a lot, and I know it can be stressful at times. It definitely was stressful for me my freshman year, so definitely whatever you got to do, whether it's watching your favorite television show, doing yoga, going for a walk, making your favorite treat, doing a self-care day, doing a face mask, definitely take time for you and take time to relax, because you just need that time to have to yourself, to relax and not stress out about anything, and give your brain a break. Next I have is don't feel pressured to make a hasty decision about a career or major. So this doesn't really apply to me, just because I'm in love with my major. Specifically, if you did not know, I'm communications, that's my major. Love my major, have never ever considered changing my major. It's perfect for me and what I want to do in the future. But for people that are undecided, and for freshmen even going into college that don't really know exactly what they want to do, I would say do not feel pressured to have your life all figured out at 17, 18 years old, because you have your whole college experience to figure out what you want to do. People that graduate still don't even know what they want to do with their lives, believe it or not. So definitely don't feel bad if you don't know what you want to major in or what you want to do in the future, because when you're on campus and you meet your academic advisors, they'll be there as an aid and an advice giver for any type of post-grad options, and then you'll just have friends and resources that will help you figure that out along the way, and you're not alone in that decision, and it's okay to still kind of be figuring everything out. Next I have is take responsibility for yourself and your actions. So you're an adult now, you're in college, you're on your own with your friends. Really, this is your first step into, I want to say adulthood, but you're technically not full adults. But I'll just say, whatever you do, just be responsible, be safe. If you know something's not right, don't do it. Just look at everything a couple times, try to think things through, and just, take responsibility for everything you do, because it will all at the end of the day fall on you. Next I have is make connections with your students and classes. So specifically with my major, communications, there's quite a handful of people at my school that are also communications majors, and I have networked with a bit. And even if you're lucky and you go to a small school like me, you'll have the same type of people in your classes. So there's one person, I'm not going to say her name for security reasons, but we have had the same class for pretty much a lot of my time at UIS, and simply because we're both communications majors and we both kind of have the same type of passion within communications. So definitely, if there's someone that you notice that is in your classes a lot, I would definitely keep talking with them, create some sort of connection with them, just so like when it comes down to choosing classes to take for another semester or to joining a club or an organization, you kind of have that bond, just so you guys can work together to do things that you both want to do and are passionate about. Next I have is don't procrastinate and prioritize your life. So this kind of goes back with getting organized. If you know something is due the next day and you haven't done it, do it. If you have something that's due at the end of the week and you are doing it a couple of days before it's due, keep doing it. Don't wait till the last minute. And I know it's easier said than done, but I promise you guys this will help a lot with not being stressed. And then also just, having time for yourself. The less you procrastinate, the more time you have for yourself is the way I think about it. So if I plan to get something done, I'm going to get it done because I know when I have that thing done, I can do something that I enjoy doing. So I would just say think about it like that, and just, make sure you get everything done and try not to procrastinate too much. And then the last advice I have is stay on campus as much as possible. So for freshmen, I know it can be very easy to, not want to be on campus a lot, and to go out and branch and do other things, but it's cheaper, and I would say it's also safer just because you guys are young, you're new to college, and just being on campus a lot. There's a lot of resources on campus for you to take advantage of, and you really don't have to leave campus too much if you don't have to. So definitely stay on campus as much as you can, because there may be an event you'll miss out on, there may be a friendship you may have missed out on. There's a lot of things about college that you can't get the experience if you're not there and you're not present. So definitely be present, and just make the most of what you can on campus, and I'm sure everything will be good to go. So with that being said, this video is already at 22 minutes. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that to any incoming freshmen that are watching this video, I hope you have a great fresh start and easy, relaxing start to your first year of college. I know it can be very overwhelming, but I know you guys will get through it, and I hope any of these tips that I gave you guys will help in any way, shape, or form. If you guys have any questions about college or just any of the advice that I gave today, feel free to leave me a comment in the comments. I will definitely respond back to you, and definitely, if you want to, also give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you not miss out on future videos. And then also, if you want, you can enter my back to school giveaway that's currently running right now. I would love to see any future freshmen enter that giveaway, because I think the gifts and stuff that I bought for this giveaway would really benefit someone that's going into college for the first time. And yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!